And a good Monday morning to you, 14th day of March, 2022. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I am Dan Kuntz. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you dropped by and said hi to us at the KPQ Home Expo. We had a really good time. Got to meet a lot of viewers. It was a good time. Now it's back to normal and back to daylight saving time, the bane of my existence. I don't like it. Anyway, I still think it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's actually 7 o'clock in the morning, which is why the sun isn't up. You know, we had this, I know, we won't get into it. We'll talk about the weather, which is going to be fairly quiet today, a little late afternoon rain, and then a pretty good-sized weather system rolls in tonight into Tuesday. We're going to get it all on Tuesday. We're going to have rain, we're going to have wind, we're going to have more rain and more wind. It's going to be a crazy Tuesday. Weather-wise, we'll get to that. News, a lot of news happened over the weekend. Sports, Gonzaga, the overall number one seed of the NCAA tournament. They've done this before. Who do the Zags play and when do they play? We'll let you know. Also, the other local teams that made postseason tournaments, including we'll let you know where the Knights play, and we'll talk a little hockey, too, with the Wild and the Kraken. And in the back half of the program this Saturday night at the Numerica Performing Arts Center, it is the Miss East Cascades pageant. It is back. It was canceled for a couple of years because of COVID. It has returned, and we'll be talking about the Miss East Cascades pageant in the back half of the program with Steve Lacy, who is not Miss East Cascades, nor will he ever be, but we do have Melanie Garza, who was Miss East Cascades in 2018, and she's now on the board of directors for Miss East Cascades. We'll talk about the pageant in the back half of the program. Overcast, 41 degrees outside of our studios, and again, when we got last visited on Friday, the sun was already up. Now, of course, with everything an hour later, it ain't up. Let's go ahead and see what we have with our views around the valley. It's still not too bad. Sunrise this morning will be at 7:17, just about 15 minutes from now, officially. Sunset tonight, 7:04, and we're getting those longer days, 11 hours and 47 minutes of daylight. Saturday's high, 52, not bad. Sunday, yesterday, we got up to 58 degrees, very warm. Normal high this time of the year is 52, but again, we're into the influence. There's a parade of systems out there. The first one visits us today. It's just going to bring us some passing light rain, and most of that in the evening hours. Then we get a little bit of a break, and then a big system comes our way overnight into Tuesday. Details are coming up. There's the Wenatchee Valley from the cross camera. Number 2. McNeil Canyon seems to be a popular choice for Mr. Darby. Good morning, Lake Chelan, way off into the distance, the Chelan Butte. We have a camera on top of that, by the way. We have a number of cameras up Lake Chelan Way. We got Union Valley, we got Greens Knob, we got Bear Mountain, we got the Upper Butte, we got the Lower Butte, and we have that one, the McNeil Canyon camera. That's on a super tall tower at the top of McNeil Canyon. Camera number 3. Ooh, number 1 canyon? So Uriah is trying to find sunrise, and by golly, he has. As we look directly to the southeast, and the sun's beginning to climb up over the East Wenatchee Bench on this Monday. And camera number 4. Ooh, Billy Goat. Wow, they've lost a lot of snow. I think, well, we got, 52 here in the valley on Saturday and 58 yesterday. That will induce snowmelt, because when we visited that camera on Friday, it was a lot of snow, a lot more snow than we see now. You can see Alta Lake at the bottom of your screen. It looks like it's still frozen over, which is to be expected this time of the year. The Methow dumping into the Columbia on your lower left-hand corner of your screen. Some nice views on this Monday, the 14th day of March. Let's talk about the weather. Again, there's a parade of systems out there. The first one is kind of right now. It ain't packing much of a punch. It's going to come, it's going to go. We're going to get some light rain, most of it in the afternoon. And then the next system is much stronger, and it starts rolling in overnight tonight into Tuesday. We're going to have widespread rain on Tuesday, gusty winds. It's going to be a pretty stormy day on Tuesday, and the rain will start coming down in earnest while you're sleeping tonight. It'll spill right on into Tuesday with a high of 52, 34 for the overnight low on Tuesday. Wednesday, we catch a break. Some sunshine, seasonable temperatures, just a little bit below normal. We'll start out on Wednesday, by the way, with sunshine. It's going to stay with us most of the day. The system I was talking about, the big strong one, it'll eventually be exiting the area by Tuesday night. Still could see a little bit of wind on Tuesday night. I haven't mentioned the wind. It's going to be quite windy at times in the Wenatchee Valley, but the real wind event is going to be out in the Columbia Basin to the north of us as this ridge comes down from the Gulf of Alaska. So there will be some pockets of some pretty strong winds. We're going to be buffeted a little bit here in the Wenatchee Valley on Tuesday night, Tuesday into Tuesday night. Sunshine Wednesday, high 51. We go back to a weak system on Thursday with a high of about 52. The snow level is going to go way down Wednesday night. See that overnight low of 34, but the snow level is going to only be about 2,000 feet. That's pretty low for this time of year. And then we kind of just quiet weather, really not a lot happening. The one thing that's pretty consistent all this week and into the upcoming weekend, we're going to see more clouds than sun. And again, quite a bit of rain late this afternoon, overnight tonight, and spilling into Tuesday morning. And then as it exits the area Tuesday afternoons, the winds will be picking up. So you were forewarned. Your past report brought to you by D.A. Davison, the strength of a trusted partner and personalized solutions to meet your financial needs. A member, SIPC. That's a live shot of Stevens. It is snowing lightly on Stevens Pass. They had quite a bit of snow over the weekend, so they're still catching up there. Traction tires are advised on US 2. Roadways mostly bare and wet. Live shot of Blewett. You're fine there. Roadways bare and wet. It is raining on Blewett, but not particularly hard. It is raining on I-90, but it's not really bad either. No advisories, no restrictions there. So you're good to go on Snoqualmie Pass. No advisories, no restrictions for your traction tires. Same deal on Blewett. Stevens Pass does have a traction tire advisory. They're going to get hit and miss snow today, maybe an inch or two. That's really it. But as the system comes in, it's going to bring us the rain and the wind tonight into Tuesday. That means snow in the Cascades. 3 to 5 inches of snow tonight. 2 to 4 inches of snow on Tuesday, and an additional couple of inches on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday and Thursday, not a lot of snow. Most of the day Friday, not a lot of snow. And then another system Friday night will bring more snow to the mountain passes. So if you need to drive over the Cascades, now's a good time to go because it's going to get worse before it gets better. 7 minutes after the hour, a 1 minute break, and then we'll have your Monday morning news, and there's a lot to get to. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
It's time for the third Don't Wait Project Tour, sponsored by Town Toyota. This trip, I'll travel 6 states, 8 cities, from Washington, D.C. to Connecticut. Follow us on the tour on Instagram, Don't Wait Project, and tune in to Life with Lisa Bradshaw for full episodes when I return. I'm searching for the story that speaks to you, because it's not about my life, it's about yours.
Find ageless beauty at Chelan Valley Skincare. Cindy offers the most up-to-date treatments for personalized skincare. If sagging skin or acne scars are some skin challenges for you, Chelan Valley Skincare offers non-invasive, non-surgical skincare. With up-to-date technology for shorter treatment plans, you'll benefit from Cindy's expertise to help you accomplish your skincare goals. Please stop by their website for details on all their services. Call Cindy today for your free consultation.
8 minutes after the hour, high clouds, 41 degrees. Cloudy all day today. Some rain, not a lot, but some rain later on this afternoon. Significant rain tonight into Tuesday, and some wind as well on Tuesday as a pretty robust system paces a visit overnight tonight into tomorrow. And then we calm down a little bit, but still hit and miss showers for most of the week. Let's begin with this story. A Wenatchee area man is in critical condition at Central Washington Hospital, and his alleged assailant is in custody. This was after a stabbing Saturday night in East Wenatchee. Douglas County Sheriff Kevin Morris says that the deputies responded to a 911 hang-up call at about 11 o'clock Saturday night in the area of State Route 28 and South Nile, and that's where they found an unidentified man in his 20s with multiple stab wounds to the abdomen. Now, the suspect, 34-year-old Miguel Angel Lopez Montes of Ephrata, had fled the scene before deputies arrived. He was detained 2.5 hours later at Quincy Valley Medical Center while seeking medical attention from injuries sustained in the altercation. Lopez Montes faces charges of first-degree assault and felony threats to kill. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say a Bremerton man sped away from a Wenatchee accident in a stolen pickup on Friday afternoon, crashed into an oncoming patrol vehicle before finally being arrested on Highway 2 just outside of Leavenworth. Authorities say the suspect first collided the stolen Dodge Dakota with another vehicle. This happened at Highway 2 and Easy Street on the north end of town at about 2:05 p.m. on Friday. He then drove away west on Highway 2, and callers to Rivercom reported the truck traveling erratically at speeds of more than 100 miles an hour. The truck failed to stop, and a deputy attempted to pull it over. He was not pursued. A sheriff's deputy driving eastbound on Highway 2 activated emergency lights while approaching the oncoming stolen truck, but the driver allegedly swerved into the eastbound lane to pass another vehicle and sideswiped the deputy's vehicle, and that disabled that car. That deputy was later treated at Central Washington Hospital for minor injuries from the crash. The Dakota finally stopped after striking a metal barrier along the westbound lane near Praise Fruit Barn, and the suspect allegedly got out and began trying to flag down passing cars for a ride. Deputies arrested him in the Praise Fruit Barn parking lot at about 2:22 on Friday afternoon and said he appeared to be impaired. The sheriff's office did not immediately identify the 21-year-old suspect by name, but Chelan County jail records show a man of that age, Adam John Gray of Kitsap County, was booked at 7:51 p.m. Friday on suspicion of DUI, possessing a stolen vehicle, hit and run, and attempting to elude police. The Washington State Patrol will investigate the accident because it involved law enforcement. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says don't do drugs. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says don't do drugs in our parking lot either. That's apparently what happened on Thursday morning. The Sheriff's Office says at about 11:25 Thursday morning, a community member reported that there were two people passed out in a vehicle near the patrol vehicle parking lot off Washington Street in Wenatchee. While a responding administrator and detectives reported seeing the passed out men with a suspected fentanyl pill in plain view in the vehicle. The Sheriff's Office said the men admitted they had just smoked fentanyl. Now, because of the 2021 Blake ruling by the Washington State Supreme Court that found Washington's drug possession laws unconstitutional, the men were issued drug referrals and released, but the Sheriff's Office said they were not allowed to drive away and the suspected drugs were confiscated, as you might imagine. And the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce has a new executive director. Steve Wilkinson takes up leadership of the business organization. He'll start on April 6th. He replaces Shiloh Burgess, who left the chamber in November to become government affairs manager for the Douglas County PUD. Wilkinson has worked for the last 6 months as director of the Chelan Valley Housing Trust. He previously worked as a commercial banker in Whatcom County and led an economic development nonprofit in Wichita, Kansas. You're in the loop on what's making news on this Monday, and if this morning is any indication, it's going to be a busy day in the newsroom. We will have a newscast for you at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock, as we do every weekday that we can with the preview. Here's the anchor, Grant Olson.
Good Monday morning, Dan. Coming up tonight on the NCW Life Evening News, get ready for some warm and wet weather this week. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. And in sports, Eric Granstrom has results of the weekend's college basketball tournaments, as well as how the Wild did, and a look ahead to the upcoming March Madness. That and all the day's news stories coming your way tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on the NCW Life Evening News. We hope to see you then. Dan?
I watch the news every night, and I know what's in it. But you don't until you watch. So check it out at 5, 6, and 10. You can also watch it on our YouTube page and our Facebook page and on our homepage at ncwlife.com. And you can use our homepage, ncwlife.com, as a tool to get a hold of us. You can also use our Facebook page, and you can email us directly, news@ncwlife.com. When we come back, the tournament begins with Gonzaga and the Washington State women. They made the ladies dance. We're talking basketball when we come back. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Things have changed in the motorsports industry. Short supply and high demand have emptied showrooms. But what hasn't changed are the experts at Doghouse Motorsports. They are here to help you reserve the machine of your choice. Stop by and check out the latest 2022 Husqvarna motorcycles, Ubco, and Intense electric vehicles, and other new additions to the Doghouse Motorsports family of high-quality products.
Over the last year and a half, the industry's absolutely changed, but the Doghouse is still your best option for all your power sports needs.
Hi, I'm Katie Joslin and I'm a pediatrician at CVCH. We know that as new parents, you have a lot of decisions to make. At CVCH, we have a team of caring pediatricians and family medicine providers who love to take care of newborns. As you're making that decision of where you'd like to go, we hope that you'll consider coming to CVCH, where any of the providers you choose would care for your baby as if it was one of their own.
quarter after the hour. No big surprise here. The Gonzaga men, the number 1 overall seed in the NCAA men's basketball tournament. The seedings are out. The Bulldogs will take on Georgia State in the first round of the West Region. That'll be Thursday, 1:15 of the afternoon from the Moda Center in Portland. The game will be broadcast live on TNT. Gonzaga coach Mark Few says it's an incredible achievement to be back in the NCAA tournament.
Well, hey, obviously another just awesome day. It never gets old to see your name flash up on that screen. And, one thing I've always done is make sure that we don't take it for granted, no matter all the success we've had over the years. It's a special time, as I told the guys before practice today. I think there's 360 teams that start the season, and then only 68 get their name to flash up there, on the show. So pretty cool stuff. The fact we're in Portland is great for our fans and families and everybody to be able to get there. I think fairly easy, and obviously, from here on out, all these games are going to be tough.
So that's the men. What about the women? They're in the big dance too. They'll be a number 9 seed in the Wichita bracket, and that means they'll take on number 8 Nebraska. Coach Lisa Fortier says, well, she and her staff, they got to do a lot of homework real quick.
It's exciting. Yeah, I don't actually know a whole lot about Nebraska. We have had a couple of common opponents, but they were early enough in the year, or they played Wyoming maybe right after us, so we didn't scout them. And then San Diego so early that by the time we get to San Diego, we're watching more recent games. So it'll be nice to go to those games just and see style-wise. But they shoot a ton of threes. They're really good at it. They're in top 20 or top 25 in three-point percentage as a team on a high volume. So just based on the stat sheet, that's going to be something that we have to do. Good rebounding team. They play in a tough conference and have done well. So, on limited knowledge, just because we didn't run into them a whole lot in scout games, I am excited about it. We've never been a 9 seed, and I've been here for all the NCAA tournament teams except for that one year I was away, which was our first year, and we weren't a 9 then either. So I think it shows some respect for our our body of work and who we played and how we played them and what our numbers have to say, and hopefully we'll be able to go out and be successful.
The Lady Bulldogs are in the same bracket as number 1 Louisville and Kashmir grad Haley Van Lith. The Cardinals, by the way, they'll take on number 16 Albany in the first round of the women's tournament. That's Thursday on their home floor, the KFC Yum Center. And the Lady Cougars, also invited to the big dance, they'll take on Kansas State. It's an 8 versus 9 seed. On Friday, the Cougar women will be in the Bridgeport region in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Wenatchee Valley College men and women, they learned their fates in the NWAC tournament. The draw was held yesterday. The Knights are one of 4 number 1 seeds in the tournament. They'll take on number 4 Highline on Thursday morning at 10 o'clock at Everett Community College. The Lady Knights are off until Saturday. That's when they'll take on number 2 Whatcom at noon. The Wenatchee Valley College women come into the tournament as a number 3 seed. After just a terrible night Friday night, the Wenatchee Wild bounced back for a nice shootout win. But first of all, Friday night, they were outshot 44-17 at West Kelowna. The Warriors ran roughshod over the Wild in an 8-2 contest. Wenatchee found themselves down 5-0 before Cade Stibbe and Mario Gasparini found the back of the net late in the second period. West Kelowna scored 3 more times in the third to put the game out of reach. But Saturday at Salmon Arm, whole nother story. The Wild won a seesaw battle in a shootout, 5-4. Anthony Caffarelli started the scoring for Wenatchee late in the first period to tie the game. It got interesting from there. The Wild had a 4-1 lead, and then they allowed 3 goals in the final 6 minutes of regulation to force overtime. And then finally, Cade Littler and Ian Samoza finished things off.
Lady Mint. And that is Caffarelli. He shoots and scores. Caffarelli beats Vanderkoy. Glove side, it goes bar and in. And we are tied with 4:07 left in the first period. Overlay across, Haiti with a shot, tip, scores! Emerson tips it past Vanderkoy, and with the goalie on the bench for the extra attacker, the Wild take the lead. Got up Bennett's a 2-on-1. Here's Sedlowski. Sedlowski across, Emerson back, and Littler scores! A 3-on-1 the other way, as Littler is able to make it a 2-goal lead. Panetta will lose the draw. Here's Littler, shot scores! Littler picks up his second of the night. And the Wenatchee Wild lead is 4-1. Goes up top, 20 seconds left of the power play. Shadaki takes the shot, tip, and they score! Zach Smith! It's got the Silverbacks on the board as they finally cash in on the power play. 4:30 left to go. Kametawa after it, trying to chase after loose puck. Shea comes out at the play. Oh, what a play by Kametawa! He poked it through the goaltender's legs. The Silverbacks are within one. Puck is still loose. Tassi controls. Simon Tassi winding it up. Takes the shot. That goes wide. It's loose behind the net for Panetta. Up front, and Shea makes the save. Get loose. They score! The Silverbacks tie it with 13.6 to go. It's going to take a little extra time. Here's Salowski coming right up the middle. Salowski takes a shot. Glove stopped by Vanderkoy. Second shootout opportunity with the Silverbacks. He's going to come way out to the left. Zach Smith fakes the shot, scores! Zach Smith beats Shea under the glove. Tie the shootout. He's going to come out to the left. Littler now right in front of Vanderkoy. Takes a shot, scores! We'll see what he has in store tonight. Tassi right down Main Street. Shot! Stopped by Shea. Chance to give the Wenatchee Wild the lead. Samoza one-on-one against Vanderkoy. Deek scores. Samoza gives the Wild the lead. Serdachny's going to come out to the left. Now he's down the middle. Serdachny takes a shot. Shea makes the stop. And the Silverbacks fall 5-4 in a shootout.
Wenatchee Wild back home. The Trail Smoke Eaters will be in town at the Town Toyota Center. They'll take them on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Seattle Kraken finally won a game. They salvaged the final game of their 5-game road trip, a 4-3 shootout win over Montreal on Saturday. The Kraken getting goals from Yanni Gord, Ryan Donato, and Jared McCann in the seesaw battle. Went to overtime, then the shootout, and then 14 shooters in the shootout. Here are your highlights.
Colin Blackwell already with 2 short-handed goals in the season. Got it up for Gord. Chipped on net. Look out! It's in. They score. Yanni Gord on the miscue. Grubauer left it. Evans first on it. Right in front. Pizzetta scores! It's played away by Dunn. Now Vince Dunn will lead the rush. Dropped it. Johansson snapped it wide. Rebound scores! Ryan Donato fires it home. Here's Johansson in front. McCann scores! Jared McCann with a snapshot into the top corner. Brendan Gallagher back to the line. Romanov shot. Rebound in front. Oh, Rem Pitlick had the wide open net and missed. Romanov scores! Suzuki down the wing. Into the Seattle zone. In front. Scores! Larson put it in his own net. Tie game. Pizzetta with speed, stopped by Grubauer, he got a piece of it. Starts wide, grabs it at center. Johansson in, scores! Marcus Johansson wins it for Seattle. It's a 7-round shootout and their 8-game road losing streak comes to an end.
And their long road trip comes to an end. They are back at Climate Pledge Arena on Wednesday to take on Tampa Bay. By the way, that's on national television. I am not. Those are just some of the games that people are playing at 24 minutes after the hour. I had 4 obscure holidays to choose from. You're going to hear about Pi Day today because, you know, month, day, year is 314, pi, 3.14. We don't use that type of calendar here at the station. We do year and then month and then day. So we're not going to celebrate Pi Day today. National Learn About Butterflies Day. It's National Napping Day. Always held the day after daylight saving time, but nope. Today is National Potato Chip Day today. I don't know anybody who doesn't love a good potato chip. How the potato chip came to be is the story is rife with controversy. According to a culinary legend, the potato chip was born in Sarasota Springs, New York, by George Crumb. his best customers was Cornelius Vanderbilt. Cornelius Vanderbilt said, your French fried potatoes are too thin. I want them thicker. So he kept making them thinner and thinner just to drive Cornelius Vanderbilt crazy. And finally, Cornelius Vanderbilt said, hey, these really, really skinny French fries are pretty good. I like them. Thus, the potato chip was born. It's probably a folk tale more than anything else. When the United States entered World War II, potato chips were considered non-essential items, non-essential food, and production was ordered to be halted immediately, but the potato chip lovers of this country rallied to save the potato chip. And they convinced the War Production Board to back down from their no potato chips edict, and it kept potato chips going. Potato chips in bags are only partially filled for a reason, actually two reasons. Number one, it doesn't get all mashed up during shipping, of course. It's a cushion. The air is the cushion, so the potato chips don't break in the bag while they're being shipped. And the bags are also pumped full of nitrogen. That keeps the potato chips fresher for a longer period of time. By the way, during the COVID pandemic, the sales of Lay's, good old-fashioned Lay's potato chips absolutely skyrocketed. For reasons I don't know. If you're a sociologist out there, please explain to me why the sales of Lay's potato chips went sky high over the last couple of years. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. 27 minutes after the hour. Today in history, beware the Ides of March. This is the day before the Ides of March, and that night, Casca and Cassius decide the night before Julius Caesar would be assassinated that Mark Antony should not be assassinated. Mark Antony was Caesar's closest friend, top military advisor, his most trusted advisor. They were going to kill them both. They decided, nope, we're not going to kill Mark Antony. Now, Mark Antony he had a feeling something was up. He had a feeling that his good buddy Jerry might be in trouble, but he didn't warn Caesar about the impending assassination because they kept him away from him physically. He couldn't physically get to Caesar to say, keep an eye on Cassius and Casca. I don't think they're no good. Beware the Ides of March. We'll talk about this tomorrow. And 119 years ago today, we're going to build the Panama Canal. Yes, the United States Senate passes the treaty. They ratify the treaty that allowed us to go ahead and dig the big ditch. The other side of the treaty was the Senate of Colombia. Panama didn't exist, of course. The isthmus was always there, but Panama, the country, didn't exist. That was a part of Colombia. So the Senate ratified the treaty, and then Colombia's Senate said no. And instead of negotiating and trying to figure the whole thing out, we just engineered a war. We engineered a revolutionary war, a big uprising in Panama, because Colombia wouldn't sign off on the big ditch. So we essentially created a country that didn't exist, so we could dig a big hole in the ground. That happened on the state back in 1903. Birthdays. Smarter than I am. Smarter than almost anybody I know. Albert Einstein. Born in the state in 1879, died here in the United States in 1955 at the age of 76. He was so well known in America towards the end of his life that people would stop him in the street and they would ask him to explain his theory of relativity. And for Einstein, he had the same response always. He goes, I know, I look a lot like Albert Einstein, but I'm not Albert Einstein. I just look a lot like him. Then they would leave him alone. I should try that. Albert Einstein, born in the state in 1879. The great Lee Hayes, member of the Weavers, my favorite folk group. The great Lee Hayes, born in the state in 1914. He co-wrote Kisses Sweeter Than Wine, Wasn't That a Time, and If I Had a Hammer. The great Lee Hayes died of diabetes at the age of 67 in 1981. The music lives on. Speaking of music, Quincy Jones, 89 years old today, a product, of course, of the Pacific Northwest, graduated from Garfield High School. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, class of 2013, a record 80 Grammy Award nominations. Nobody has been nominated for more Grammys than Quincy Jones, and he's got 28 Grammys. That's a lot of hardware on the mantle. He's 89 years old today. Billy Crystal. They need to bring him back to host the Oscars. That was, I think, the last time I watched the Oscars was when Billy Crystal was hosting. That's been about 10 years. Billy Crystal, the comedian, 74 years old today. And Simone Biles, the great gymnast. One of the greatest gymnasts, if not the greatest gymnast this country has ever produced. Happy 25th to Simone. Bottom of the hour. Mike Mad Dog McNaughty has gone to the opinion, and then it's time to talk about the Miss East Cascades pageant. It has returned to this traditional location and its traditional time. Steve Lacy helps put the pageant on, and you're also going to meet Melanie Garza, who won the Miss East Cascades pageant 4 years ago. They're both coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multi-Care specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multi-Care is one stop, one location.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCW Life channel. Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, weekdays on the NCW Life channel.
Did you know that nearly 50% of pet poisoning cases involve human medications and prescription drugs? Sometimes the culprit's a curious dog, but cats get into their share of trouble as well. Other times, pet owners mistakenly give their pets their own medications that are safe to people but toxic to their pets. Dr. Shauna Baez and her staff care about your pets. Go to pawsandclawsvh.com for a complete list of medications to avoid, or call 888-PAWS.
Things have changed in the motorsports industry. Short supply and high demand have emptied showrooms. But what hasn't changed are the experts at Doghouse Motorsports. They are here to help you reserve the machine of your choice. Stop by and check out the latest 2022 Husqvarna motorcycles, UBCO, and Intense electric vehicles, and other new additions to the Doghouse Motorsports family of high-quality products.
Over the last year and a half, the industry's absolutely changed, but the Doghouse is still your best option for all your power sports needs.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I would like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been providing heating and cooling services in our valley since 1984. Arctic offers a variety of refrigeration and heating services, proudly now selling Bryant systems. Heating and air conditioning for your home or business. Commercial refrigeration service for your coolers, freezers, and prep tables. And now, full service on gas fireplaces for your home or business. Whatever it takes, Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, the temperature experts. Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multi-Care specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multi-Care is one stop, one location.
Contractors, furniture makers, and weekend do-it-yourselfers around north central Washington will tell you that Lombard's Hardwood Supply is the place to get what you need. Lombard's full millwork shop can handle jobs large or small. Lombard's has a full line of interior and exterior doors available, as well as custom barn doors. From alderwood to zebrawood and everything in between, it's Lombard's Hardwood Supply on School Street in Sunny Slope. Like us on Facebook and check out our monthly special.
Are you frustrated because you feel like you aren't getting the internet speeds you pay for? One of the most common ways to test your internet connection is called a speed test. These are free and easily located on the internet and can tell you how fast your internet is. However, for certain reasons, these tests may not always be accurate. A speed test shows you how fast a file can be downloaded to the computer you're running the test on. However, there are many things that can affect the speed of that download besides the speed of the internet going into your home. A few of the things that can affect your internet speed are poor Wi-Fi signal, other wireless signals interfering with the wireless signals coming from your router, other devices in your home draining your bandwidth, your computer or phone running apps programs in the background that you aren't aware of, slowing your entire device. Any of these things can slow down your internet. Your internet is like water flowing down a pipe. There's a big pipe bringing internet to your local area, and a smaller pipe coming off of that bringing internet to your home address. Your router is just another pipe that brings the internet inside your house, and every device inside your home is like a pipe connected to the router. Just like with water, if any of those pipes along the way are too small for the amount of internet that needs to flow through for a family, the flow for everything down the line will be much slower. It's a lot like trying to push all the water going into your house through a small straw. Also, again, just like with water, if everyone in your home is using the internet at once, any individual device may not be able to receive the full flow of the internet. It's like your whole family trying to drink out of that small straw all at once. If you're struggling with internet that is slower than expected, make sure that all of the devices that your internet flows through are working correctly, and check all devices in your home for background programs that may be using the internet. If everything still appears to be working correctly, contact us and we'll be able to help.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnati, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, I usually don't repost other people's posts from Facebook, and I like to do my own, but there's a recent one I'm going to share here. I've seen both believers and non-believers post this, which causes me to think that there's some value here for all of us. Now, this post says this: if we Christians somehow arrive at the conclusion that giving up some personal liberties for the sake of other people's safety somehow makes us less free, then we have deeply misunderstood the cross. That's something to think about. This is Mike Mad Dog Magnati, and that's my opinion.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab tires is too, because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
March is a food and wine lover's dream in Chelan. Presented by the Manson Chamber of Commerce, Chelan Cellars, and Sorrento's Restaurante. Taste Chelan celebrates food and wine all March long, created to tickle your taste buds. Experience a food and wine tour happening every Saturday. Button offers all month long. And local wineries select their most tantalizing varietals, paired and curated with food from local restaurants, chefs, and culinary artisans. Taste Chelan will be sure to bring out the foodie in you. Buy tickets now.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Like a lot of things during COVID, things were postponed, things were delayed, some things were just out and out canceled. And among those Wenatchee Valley traditions that didn't get held, actually for the last couple of years, the Miss East Cascades pageant. It's an affiliate of Miss America. It's the first step if you want to work your way all the way up to be Miss America. You got to start somewhere, and Miss East Cascades is for this region. And here to talk about the pageant, which is back on the 19th, the former mayor of East Wenatchee and a good friend of the station, Steve Lacy, joins me. Hello, Stephen. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to have the opportunity to promote the Miss East Cascades scholarship organization. I keep saying the whole thing because I want everyone to know that this is a scholarship organization for young women. It's also an organization that allows them to engage in a little philanthropy and self-improvement. They get scholarships. This year we're going to hand out probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $8,000 worth of scholarships, which is better than we've done for years. And they get to develop friendships with other girls. So Melanie Garza is here with me, and she'll talk in a few minutes, and she'll probably tell you about some of that and how that helps. And Melanie has a great story. I don't want to preview it, but she has a great story about how this gave her a boost.
I can't wait to ask her about it.
Yeah.
I like talking to royalty. I really do.
Yeah.
You and your wife have kind of picked up the mantle here for Miss East Cascades. It's kind of ebbed and flowed, and hopefully it's flowing again with some momentum. Obviously, it's good. It's good to have it back, isn't it?
It is, and I'm hoping it's back. We've struggled to get enough participants this year, but now we have, and so we're going to put on a good show. One of the things that kind of excites me is that one of our judges is the former karaoke champion of the United States, a guy by the name of Garvando Hamilton, and I met him at one of the state events here last year. Asked him to come, and he's going to actually sing a song for us at the beginning of the pageant, so that'll be a treat. And
does he do an Elvis impersonation like somebody I know? No, okay.
He doesn't do that.
That would be good.
And neither do I. Anymore.
What's the geographic area for Miss East Cascades? It from a stamp standpoint, it consists of Chelan, Douglas, Kittitas, Yakima. Where's the?
It's a 5-county area typically.
Okay.
Where this year, because of COVID and because of the fact that we're trying to make it the availability better, we've actually opened it up. Okay. So we have a few candidates from outside that 5-county area as well, but we do have local girls in the competition.
And it's Saturday the 19th at the New America Pack.
Yeah.
Now, what is the show? Give us an idea of what if people fork over their tickets and help the scholarship fund and help Miss East Cascades pageant continue on down the road. Give me an idea what the show is. What kind of entertainment? What's the pageant?
Well, in a nutshell? Typically it's watching these young ladies compete. So they have a talent aspect, they have a social impact aspect. It's basically the cause that they have picked to push through their participation as a title holder for the Miss East Cascade. So they get to go out into the schools and in the community and talk about that subject, which is near and dear to their heart. So they'll talk about that social impact portion of their platform, if you want to call it that. They have a talent. Each of them is a different talent. It's kind of like watching one of the talent shows that you see on TV, although on a local level. And then they have evening gown competition and an interview. The interviews occur before the pageant, obviously, but then they also have an onstage interview that they engage in.
So that's kind of interesting, as opposed to the Apple Blossom pageant when all the interviews are done on the Saturday before the pageant.
Right.
You're actually up on stage with an audience and having the judges ask you questions.
So the young ladies are involved in a little bit of the entertainment, but we also usually have a group a local group come in and provide some entertainment, kind of like Apple Blossom does as well. And that is basically it.
Where do the judges come from? Where do you get them?
All over the state, but typically we try to find people that have had some experience judging these things. This year I talked about one of our judges. We have a judge from Spokane who's a former Eastmont grad who's in the military, a commissioned officer now in the Army, and she's going to come in and participate. We have, we have one lady who's been involved in this program, or national or state program nationally. She's from the Tri-Cities. We have a Boeing engineer.
Wow, that's
executive engineer.
That's a crazy cross-reference of people there.
Yeah,
so.
Well, that's what we try to get.
Right.
Kind of get people from all walks of life, and they have to have some instruction in kind of what Miss America is looking for. And that's kind of my job as director, to go out and find judges and organize and promote and try to do fundraising. We've done a little bit better job of fundraising, surprisingly, than we've done in the past.
That's good.
But we got a lot of work to do. So if you're listening to this and you're a business owner or just somebody in the community who wants to help something good for a change, I mean, it seems like a lot of bad going on in the world right now. This would be a great place to put a little of your dough and get some recognition.
And kudos to you. You're right there. Your law firm is one of the major sponsors, Moss Adams, North Cascades Bank.
Yeah.
You and your law partners, El Portone, I love their food.
Yeah.
A certain Frank J. Kuntz, CPA, Eric's European Autos, Wheatland Bank. These are no sponsors, no scholarship, no pageant. It all folds in.
Absolutely. And so we're thankful to all of those people. Some of them are recurring, like your brother, Mr. Kuntz, and others are new this year. So that's
good.
That is good.
That's good. Yeah. Saturday the 19th at the New America Performing Arts Center. Tickets. How do they go about doing that?
They're on sale at the PAC.
Okay.
Right now, so that's where they get them, or they can call me, or they can send me an email, steve@lacykane.com. That's real easy.
There you go.
But they'll always be available at the door as well at the PAC if they want to come on March 19th at 7 o'clock.
And we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to somebody who's gone through this process and won. Woohoo! We'd like that. Yeah. That's coming up. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Contractors, furniture makers, and weekend do-it-yourselfers around North Central Washington will tell you that Lombard's Hardwood Supply is the place to get what you need. Lombard's full millwork shop can handle jobs large or small. Lombard's has a full line of interior and exterior doors available, as well as custom barn doors. From alderwood to zebrawood and everything in between, it's Lombard's Hardwood Supply on School Street in Sunny Slope. Like us on Facebook and check out our monthly special. We are back. Once again, the topic is the Miss East Cascades pageant, Saturday, March 19th at the New America Performing Arts Center. It is back after a couple of year hiatus because of the COVID outbreak. It's back at its traditional location and its traditional date. And this lovely young lady has been through the process and ended up with a tiara on her head. Introduce yourself to our television family.
Hello, my name is Melanie Garza. I was crowned Miss East Cascades in 2018. Since then, I have taken the scholarship money that I won with, graduated college, and started my career as a tax accountant at Moss Adams. And that is largely due to the fact that through this process, through competing in Miss East Cascades and eventually going on to Miss Washington, they helped me develop my interview skills, they helped me build my resume, they helped develop a lot of professional skills that I don't think a lot of people associate with competing in a pageant at all. They think, Miss Universe, bikini competition and beauty, but it's not all that. It's brains. This whole entire process, especially Miss East Cascades specifically, they put you through mock interviews. And I don't think even girls that go through high school and even college sometimes, unless you join some sort of academic club, you don't really get that opportunity to just be drilled by interview questions over and over again and get rid of those nervous tics and understand how to really articulate your thoughts. And they also go through resume. You get the chance to public speak. You understand how networking works, how important it is. And it's just an overall amazing experience to really set yourself forward in the professional sense and in the professional world.
Were you shy by nature before the pageant? Because you have to have to be outgoing. You have to be an extrovert to even participate in this. Was this bringing you a little bit out of your shell?
Yes, I am extremely introverted, and I actually do have Asperger's. So doing any sort of social thing can be extremely draining and very anxiety-inducing for me. But the board, the people that I worked with were all incredibly encouraging. They really helped me through, and it really helped me break out of my shell and really get used to networking, socializing, and understanding how to put my best foot forward.
So 4 years ago, why did you do it? What prompted you to enter the Miss East Cascades pageant? Something planted the seed.
Yes, so 4 years ago, I was sophomore or junior in college, and I kind of got on this role of, I just said yes to every single opportunity I could. I'm in my early 20s, what's the point of saying no? So my friend approached me and she's like, I think you'd be fantastic in this pageant. And I was like, okay, sure. And so that was 2017. I competed. I did not win that year. I placed first runner-up, and I had so much fun throughout the entire process I'm a bit competitive, so I had to win. I wanted to win. So I went back 2018 and I won.
And that's happened before. There's been a number of Miss East Cascades winners who did it more than once, learned their lesson, came back, and then they won it the next year. What was your talent?
I am a concert pianist. I've played since I was 5, and I actually also have a degree in piano, or I guess music, along with accounting.
So Chopin, Rachmaninoff, what did you do? Liszt?
Brahms.
Brahms,
I love
okay.
But I actually didn't perform Brahms. It's more about the entertainment value, and a lot of people don't get the entertainment value in classical, so I did jazz.
And no regrets. You're glad you did it.
100% glad I did it. I loved it so much I came back as treasurer, and I am very
excited.
On
the board?
Yes, very excited to be on the board and really excel this program forward, reach as many young women as possible. There's so many incredible ladies in this valley, and anything I can do to really support them, push them forward, I'm glad to do it.
Take me back, we don't have a lot of time, but I'm very curious. Take me back to the pageant night, the night that you won back in 2018. As the pageant was going on, you were going through the talent and the interviews and everything else, and you're getting towards the end of the coronation, did you go, I think I may win this? Did you have that, or you had really no idea until they announced your name?
It was a tight competition. The next Miss East Cascades after me, Jayla, me and her were neck and neck for sure, and it was really any man's game at that point. So there's, maybe I could win, maybe I wouldn't, maybe I'd get first runner-up again, but even if I'd gotten first runner-up, I would have come back again the next year because I loved it. Do
you ever get used to wearing the tiara?
I don't know. I think so.
I talked to Jayla, and she said, after a while, you forget you even have it on, because it's...
After a while, yes. Especially if you have some good poof in your hair, it makes it a little bit softer.
I'm happy to have the hair I have right now. The 19th, get your tickets. And again, you can give Steve a call or get a hold of him at his law firm or go to the Numerica Pack and get your tickets on the 19th and enjoy the show and see the next generation of lovely young ladies. And who knows, maybe one of these days, Miss East Cascades will be Miss Washington and then be Miss America, because I don't think we've ever had a Miss America from our state, right?
We have not.
We are overdue.
Very much so overdue.
Congratulations on your professional and personal endeavors, and best of luck to whatever. You want to come back and visit me? You have an open invitation, all right?
Thank you.
Bring your piano.
Oh, will do.
There you go. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
With all the variety on SureStream TV from Localtel, there's always something to watch. But what if you hit the couch in the middle of all the shows? That's a perfect time to use the features Catch Up or Restart. Catch up on shows from up to 3 days ago, or restart your show from the beginning. Go to your guide and select the show to restart. Then play, pause, rewind on your schedule. Don't forget, SureStream TV from LocalTel lets you decide when shows begin.
What's the best way to attract a wide variety of beautiful birds to your backyard? By offering the birds the right foods in expertly designed bird feeders from Wild Birds Unlimited. Whether you've been feeding the birds for a while or are just getting started, let our backyard bird feeding specialists show you how to add a little joy to your life and make nature a part of every day. Shop now for exclusive bird foods, feeders, hardware, and more. Wild Birds Unlimited. Products designed by experts. Trusted local advice.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a four-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the houseplants?
I do this? You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you can't even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
The Clearwater Saloon and Casino is the perfect place to meet in East Wenatchee. The Old West theme takes you back in time with casino gambling and poker tables. And now you can play the best games on or off the tables. Stop by and check out the new game room. All your favorite games and extended late night hours makes the Clearwater your best bet for a great time. And if time slips away having so much fun, stay the night next door at the Cedars Inn. It's all here nightly at the Clearwater Saloon and Casino in East Wenatchee.
There are so many possibilities for you to learn local right here at Wenatchee Valley College. Take classes towards a degree or certificate in more than 50 areas of study. Wenatchee Valley College now offers a large variety of virtual classes, including labs, sign language, music, and machining, and they have the resources to help you succeed in virtual classes. So when a college degree is your goal, learn local at Wenatchee Valley College.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We provide the latest news from around North Central Washington weeknights at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock with Grant Olson. If it's happening in your neighborhood, we have you covered with a staff of reporters who are always on call. Grant will also keep you up to date on the latest weather, and Eric Grandstrom covers sports. It's all on your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
.43 degrees outside of our studios, and because of daylight saving time, because we sprung forward, it feels like 33 degrees. That's a lame joke, isn't it? What do we have for you weather-wise? What does Mother Nature have in store for us? Well, a weak weather system today, and then a much more robust weather system coming up tonight on into Tuesday. So light showers today, most of it in the afternoon. We'll get up to about 51. Maybe 52, no real wind. That's going to change by the time we get to Tuesday. Rain coming tonight. It'll rain pretty much all night, overnight tonight. It's going to get going about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Quite a bit of rain, maybe up to 1/4 of an inch of rain tonight. Into Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, you'll wake up to some clouds. And then eventually the sun will come out, but the wind will be picking up. It's going to be quite breezy at times here in the Wenatchee Valley on Tuesday. We can see a light west wind in the morning, picking up to about 13 to 18 miles an hour at times, gusts even stronger than that. But we're going to be fairly well protected from the strong winds. Other locations to the north of us, and certainly out in the Columbia Basin, you're going to have some very strong winds on Tuesday before it eventually dies down on Tuesday night. Under partly cloudy skies, we'll get down to about 34. Sunshine on Wednesday. Don't get used to it. With a high of 51, the clouds are right back on Thursday. Snow level pretty down there with a high of about 52, and fairly unsettled weather, but not a lot of sunshine as we head into the weekend. And that is it for us. Have a fantastic Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.